Hi, good morning, everybody. We are all live just now. Hello, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining my live. So, today we're going to be talking about self awareness. All right. So, it's going to be a very quick session, guys, this morning. And we will be talking about self awareness. All right. Hello. Hello.
Hello, is that you?
Sorry, my name is speaking, please.
It's Carol here at Staff Bank.
Hi.
You were booked for a shift today
Uh-huh.
at Marienville Court Care Home,
Yeah.
but you've not arrived.
No, it's a night shift. Night.
No, that's a day shift.
Is it a day shift?
Yes, 7
Uh-oh.
till 19:30.
Oh my God. No. Sorry, I don't do day shift. I'm so sorry. That's a mistake. Oh
right,
my God. I'm really sorry.
No problem. No
Ooh.
problem. As long as you're all right.
Oh, I'm
That's
so
all that
sorry.
matters.
Oh.
It was just one of these things, obviously.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I only do night shift. I'm sorry. I didn't check properly. I'm sorry.
No problem. I'll let them know. I'll take you off the shift. Okay?
Please. Yeah.
Okay then. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
So, right. Okay. Thank
Please
you.
tell them I can
Bye.
come in tonight if they got the shift available. I can work tonight. That's what.
I'll just put that as an entry.
Please. I'm sorry. Oh, they will finish me. Thank you.
Wait a minute. For tonight. Are you band 5?
Band 5, yeah. Tell them I'm really sorry. Really, really sorry. Oh, God.
When is it you normally work?
I do bank shift. Like last week, I worked in Ward 50. Then the night before, I worked in Ward 209. So I just do various night shift every Saturday night.
The shifts I've got, I can read them out to you.
Uh-huh.
If that's all right.
Yeah.
I've got 104 at the Royal, Ward 50 at the Western, Band 5 I've got St John's, the Royal Infirmary 111, and Borders, the Royal Aid Canaan, the Royal Aid Blackford, Berryfield Ward 2, and the IOE Centre. These are the shifts I've got.
Yeah, Royal Aid is fine. What time?
The Royal Aid, it's a new general trained or...
Yeah, general trained.
These shifts are a psyche, I'm afraid, at the Royal Aid.
All right.
They're all psyche.
Psyche, okay.
So the only ones I've got is general, is Western Ward 50. That's general.
And 104.
104.
Yeah, 104 is fine.
104?
Yeah. Thanks very much for that, okay?
Have you hold on? I'm afraid you're coming over your hours. I can't book you in. You're coming over your WTD threshold.
Yeah, but the one that you just said you're taking off from Maronville, that went through because it's a one-off that can be override.
I can't override this. I'm sorry.
All right, can you not make it 8 to 7 then? Or
sorry?
Can you not make it 8 to 7? 8 start to 7 a.m. without work with the hours? No.
No, Lucy.
No worries. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye. Hello, guys. I'm so sorry for the interruption. So sorry, guys. No comment on that, but we're so sorry. So, like I said, today we're going to be talking about self-awareness, guys. So I'm trying to log on to TikTok here, and then hopefully we will just get cracking. So we are talking about self-awareness. Self-awareness is self-awareness and your health. Self-awareness and your health. All right, guys. So that's we. Oh, I really can't go live here because I've gone over the threshold of how many minutes. So, wow, 400 and. Okay, guys. So we are live on Facebook as well. Pause due to I don't know why. We are telling your followers that you're online. Hello, guys. Thanks for joining my live. So we are back again today. And today we are going to be talking about self-awareness. Okay. So, Madam Okay, that's my new title. So today we are talking about self-awareness. Na, 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 na. So there's no one online just now, so we are still waiting for folks to join. Hello, thanks for joining. Hello, hello, hello. So there's no one on just now. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. If you're coming across to our channel for the first time, this is Chris Santos Investment, where we talk about digital marketing, property investment, and sustainability. And in sustainability, we talk about different types of sustainability, such as the energy bit. We also talk about the well-being. In the well-being, we talk about various diagnoses and how we can help ourselves. Okay. So for today, we are going to be talking about what I call the self-awareness and prioritizing your health. It's just going to kind of like an interactive session. Hi, Destiny. Hello. Hi. How is the family doing? I'm fine, darling. I'm fine. I'm trying to connect Instagram. It's giving me a headache here. So I will just start again. Here we go. So we are live again. So for those on Instagram, apologies, I didn't put the title. So today's title is self-awareness and your health. So we are going to be prioritizing our health, guys. Your health is paramount in anything you do in this life. Very, very important. I don't know why on TikTok, I don't know if I've got it right, but nobody's joined. Yeah, I don't know why. So, hi, Destiny. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you. You always support me. I really appreciate you. God bless you. So, so for those that have joined, we are live on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, guys. So today we are talking about self-awareness. And let's start with a simple question. What was the last time you truly checked in with yourself? Not your phone, not your messages, not your responsibility, but you. When did you last check in with your health? It's very, very important because most of us here, hi, Summer. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you for joining. And thanks for the stars. That was quick. Wow, amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. So, hi, thanks for joining. So, when was the last time you checked on your health? So, we are talking about health today in general because most of us we are not in the habit of checking our health until we go become seriously unwell. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Rosemary. Thanks for joining my live. I appreciate you for that. So, we are talking about self-awareness here and health. So we are trying to make sure we take our health seriously this year because like I said in one of my videos yesterday, when you become unwell before you look after your health, that is not good. You need to prioritize your health. When I mean prioritize your health and anything you're doing in this life, I've been in that situation as well where I want to get everything done. I want to make sure the kids are okay. I want to make sure everything is perfect. The house is all clean. All the meals are done, and so many other things before I want to take my health seriously. I'm not saying you shouldn't do any of those, but you should do it. But then make out time to help yourself. When I mean make out time, you make out time to make sure you're resting. So I will be asking you simple question. When was the last time you check on your health? When was the last time, not your phone, not your messages, but about you? You need to look after yourself. Self-love is the best thing you can do, best gift you can give to yourself. You're not doing that for validation, you're not doing that for people to sing your praises, but self-care and self-love is what you can give to yourself as a gift. When I mean as a gift, you are giving this to yourself because you really want to live long, you want to reduce any form of illness. Illness cannot be eradicated in human life, I know, but then when you prioritize your health, it goes a long way to keep you fit and medically fit to do so many things in life. Okay. So now I'm not asking what do I need to get done next. That's not what I'm asking here. Add a title. So I'm just gonna it's just a minute, guys. I'm just quickly gonna add a title. So self-awareness. So somebody's asking me on Instagram what the title is. So I'm just responding to the person. So for those on Instagram asking me what the title is self-awareness. Okay. If you're kicked out, you can always join on Facebook. We are live on TikTok as well, and we are live on YouTube. So you can join any of the sections. So now, not talking about what do I need to get done, not asking what do people expect from me, but asking how am I doing. So you need to look after yourself, guys. So hi Tayo, thanks for joining my live. So today we are talking, those are joining us for the first time, we are talking about self-awareness and prioritizing your health. When I mean prioritizing your health, a lot of us here that live overseas, we are in the habit of doing multiple jobs, so many hours. We get really stressed. On top of the stress, we are still driving. So one of the rules of driving is if you're tired, you pull over. You don't have to drive. But you find out that we are all tired. We are still driving. You shouldn't be doing that. You're doing multiple jobs. The reason you are doing that because you have to pay. Some people pay immigration fees, which is understandable, and some people have to send money back home to build mansions, which is understandable. But you should understand that whether with or without you, those mansions will still be built. With or without you, the world will move on. With or without you, your family, your kids, your job, everything will move on. So that's the reason why you need to look after your health. Okay, it's really, really important. People every day walk around, they slump, they die, they get cardiac arrest, they get heart failure. All those things are not far from you or I. Any one of us can develop those illnesses, and that is the reason why you need to look after your health. Okay, please, very, very important. So why am I saying this in this video? Because I know the pressure that family members can put on people, especially those back home. If you're overseas, I want you to understand this message is for everybody. But if you're overseas, I want you to understand that don't let anybody put unnecessary pressure on you. You help those you are able to help. Anybody you're not able to help, you're not able to help. Come to think of it, if you talk about yourself, how many people helps you? Look at your life 5 years backward. How many people have genuinely given you something reasonable, tangible that take go and fix your problem? To some people is a zero. Like for me, is a zero. So literally, you have to work for every penny you spend. So invariably, I'm not trying to say because you spend for every penny that you work out on yourself does not mean you're not going to help people. You help people, but you don't help people at your own detriment. You don't help people to run bankrupt. You don't help people because the same people you help, when you hear the nasty things they say about you regret why you ever can sacrifice. Sometimes you give them your last penny, and yet they go behind you to say all manner of rubbish. So that is the reason why you need to understand that helping people financially or helping people in different ways, it's okay, but do it sensibly. All right. Don't do it in a situation that as if you're under stress or under duress. No, you shouldn't be under any form of duress to do anything. So just do things from the depth of your heart. If there's noise in my background, please let me know. You are sorry, your live video has ended. Oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with Instagram today. Last week it was YouTube, and today YouTube is behaving really pretty well. And it's Instagram kicking me in and out. Anyway, I can't be bothered. So that most people don't fall apart because they are weak. They fall apart because they have been strong for too long without rest. And that's absolutely true. If you're the type that is very strong, you don't fall ill at all, and all of a sudden you fall apart. You fall apart. Hi, Destiny. Thanks for joining my live. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining my live. So, people fall apart not because they're not strong. But it's because they've been working for too long a time without proper rest, and that is why they break down. So we live in a world that glorifies long hours, exhaustion, and a certain constant availability. So a world that praises people who working late, skipping sleep, and pushing their bodies beyond healthy limits, as if burnout is a badge of honor. But the truth is, working endlessly without rest is not discipline; it's neglect, and neglect always collects a debt. So that is why if you're that type of employee that works, you are the type in your family that you work, and bring the money for everybody to sing your praises. Let me tell you, the moment your eyes are shut, your family members will move on. So that is why you need to prioritize your health. And the moment you feel, oh, you're being liked at your place of work, you have to do things according to the ethics of the job. Because if you're doing things to be liked or to be favored by your manager or your line manager, whatever, let me tell you, the moment you stop the hard job you're presenting, going beyond your normal working hours, going beyond and above to strain yourself to do jobs just to get credit or favorism from your bosses. Let me tell you, you are doing yourself a very huge harm because the body needs to rest. So that is why you don't have to prioritize your health for whatever reasons. Okay, we all, like me, like I keep saying, everything I do in life, I've got passion for it, and I go make sure I do it thoroughly well. That is the way I was brought up. So I got passion for everything I do in life. At the same time, I still prioritize my health. When it's time for me to be quiet, I just have to be quiet and look after my health. So that is just it. When I'm burnt out, I'm burnt out. If I need rest, I need that rest. So that is why I need to hide. Like seriously, your name is so funny. Thanks for joining my life. So, guys, if you're out there working long hours, 9 to 5, and 12-hour shifts, you're not having enough rest, please, 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 this life is for you. 2026 is a year that I want you to please look after your health. Take your health seriously. When I mean seriously, really, really seriously. Don't wait until you break down before you go for medical checkup. Don't wait until you break down before you go and rest, please. So like I said, we live in a world that glorifies long hours, and then if you're one of those that fall in that category, let me tell you, what you are doing is just what is called neglect, and neglect always comes at death. Okay. So now, self-awareness is the ability to notice that what is happening inside you without judgment. That is self-awareness. So when I mean self-awareness, you know your system, you know your body. So if there's something going on within your system, you should be able to be the first person to know. So it is recognizing it is recognizing when you are tired before you are completely exhausted. And at that point, when stress is building before it becomes illness, and when your body is asking for rest instead of more effort, many people avoid self-awareness because they are afraid of what they might discover. But awareness does not create pain. It simply reveals what has been ignored in your system. So if you're feeling really tired, going to multiple jobs and they're not resting enough, please, this life is for you. You need rest. Please, you need rest. We know about the story of the Bible where God created human being, and on the seventh day he rested. God rested as well, at least. So we also need to rest. So when you're working 7 days a week, it doesn't make sense. You're not helping yourself, and that's the reason why you need to make sure that you work in accordance to. Please. Hi Nana, thanks for joining my life. I appreciate you. Hi Rosemary. Hi everybody. Hi Majesty. I appreciate you. So you need to make out time to rest. Very, very important. Many people avoid self-awareness because they are afraid of what they might discover. But then awareness does not create pain. It simply reveals what has been ignored for many months or many weeks or many days. So you cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. So you cannot protect your health if you keep pretending that exhaustion is normal or pain is just part of the process. No, you're having pain, you're being exhausted, you're tired, you're fatigued, and you're not doing anything about it. You feel it's normal. It's not normal. When your body tells you you need rest, you need to rest. It's very, very important. So I've told you about stories about how people walk around, they just slump and just die. It's not village people. It's illness. So either they're exhausted or cardiac arrest or heart failure or something. They've just slumped and they just died. So a lot of people work so many hours. I know about a lot of people are on COS. Is it COS they call it? Yes, COS, yes. So a lot of people on COS, I understand their plight as well, but I want you to understand you're not a slave. So you are there working for this company and you are doing 12-hour shifts, or some of them are doing home care that you have to travel from place to place, and your traveling time is not being paid for. You are being paid the actual job that you do. You need to also, regardless, you need to prioritize. I understand that you have immigration fees to pay. You have your COS, whatever, to sort out, application to sort out, I know, but then you have your family to deal with as well. For those that are students, you need to pay your school fees. You need to do so many other things with money. I understand. But then, above all, if you're not anymore, all these things you still move on. So why killing yourself? You need to do things gradually. Take it one step at a time. When I mean one step at a time, I really mean it. There's no need to rush anything in this life because your life is precious. Your life is precious like a gold, and you need to protect it. And that is why self awareness comes in. If you're very exhausted at workplace, you need to seek permission. Speak to your boss or your immediate line manager and say, please, I feel really exhausted. Can I just take half an hour to just half an hour break extra? You're allowed to ask for help when you're exhausted. Don't wait until you break down or become seriously or acutely unwell before you know what to do. For some reason, I keep I'm being knocked out from Instagram. I don't know, but it's okay. We'll just keep doing it that way. So that's it. For those of you that are joining, please kindly follow all our channels, Christian's Investment. Please kindly like, share, and then comment on our post. And that's the only way we are able to bring more new content to your way. So on this channel, once a week, every Saturday, we talk about different health diagnoses and how we can help ourselves. We've talked about stress level, we talk about pain management, we talk about weight loss, we'll talk about diabetes. We'll talk about so many other things in the past. And then today we're talking about self-awareness. Self-awareness basically means you being aware of your body and prioritizing your health. In anything you do, prioritize your health. If you're out there doing your normal routine for the day, it's okay. But then when your body tells you you are tired, please, 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 you find time and rest. Very, very important, because you can't do everything. I used to be in that situation where I want everything to be done, everything to be perfect, this is that, but then you get really exhausted. Like this morning, I want to do my back garden. I realize there's snow. I want to do my front garden, there's snow. I just have to, like, you know what, I'll just leave it for now. I can do it any other day when the snow is not much. So you don't have to do everything in one day. If you continue that way, you're going to break down, and that is not what anybody wants. So you cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. You cannot protect your health if you keep pretending that exhaustion is normal and pain is just part of the process. There was a time when I did not listen to my body when it whispered. I ignored the constant fatigue, the mood changes, the lack of focus, the sleepless nights. I told myself it was just part of working hard. I told myself I would rest later, but later never came. And eventually my body stopped whispering and I started demanding attention. So if this could happen to me, it can happen to you as well. So that is why you need to take your health very, very important. This is about burnout happens. When you have worked so hard that you're burnout, then take a break. You need to rest. I am not joking. You need to rest. Very, very important. Like me, I have come to a conclusion. I'm on social media, which is fine, but then I've got the days I go on social media, which is on Saturday. I spend the whole day. I can spend the whole day on social media on Saturday. I can do my videos. I can edit my videos. Then I'll schedule them out. But within the week, all I just do is to read messages. So I only do my videos and edit them and schedule them out on weekends. Then within the week, I just read messages. So that is why weekdays, if you send me messages, I may not read it till on Saturday, or sometimes maybe till Friday. So that's what I'm saying. So rather than you not having schedule for your routine, you need to know what you do and then how you can put everything together in a way that you're not being stressed. Because for some of us that do not have house help, we do everything ourselves, and that's the reason why you need to prioritize what you do and what days and what time. Schedule everything in a way that it works for you, so you're having enough rest. Please, enough rest is the key. Resting well means allowing your body enough sleep, real recovery, and moments self-awareness. So this one is gone off again. I don't know. I'll just shut down Instagram. Honestly, it's just kicking me out. So, resting well means allowing your body enough sleep, real recovery, and a moment of stillness. It means stepping away from work when your body is exhausted, not waiting until you collapse. It means understanding the rest is productive because it allows you to function, think clearly, and live fully without any form of complications. So, long working hours may look impressive, but they come at a cost. Long shifts drain your energy, shortens your patience, affects your mental health, and increases the risk of chronic illness. Working continuously without adequate rest does not make you more committed. It makes you more vulnerable. Reducing long working hours is not a sign of laziness, it's a sign of wisdom. So you asking for your hours to be reduced is not sign of weakness or laziness. It's sign of wisdom because you understand your body and then you want to make sure you're doing things the right way. Your body is not designed to operate effortlessly without recovery. No dream, no job, no responsibility is worth sacrificing your health for. Get that from me today. Let me put the tumble dryer off. It's making a whole head of noise. Hello guys, I'm back again. The tumble dryer was making a lot of noise. I need to put it off. So now, what am I trying to say? Your emotions needs attention as well. You are allowed to feel tired, but now bear in mind that your body was not designed to operate effortlessly without recovering. No dream, no job, no responsibility is worth sacrificing your health. I'll say that again. No dream. When I mean no dream, I mean no dream, no job. Please don't forget, no job, no responsibility is worth sacrificing your health for. Because with or without you, those dreams, those jobs, responsibilities will still move on. So why are you stressing yourself over it? You can replace a position, you cannot replace your body. So that is just it. So don't think you working tirelessly, effortless, not taking your break is going to make everybody singing your praises. Means it can mean promotion for favorism, which is fine, but then it doesn't replace your health. So that comes with a price, and that is your health. So that's why you need to take your health very, very serious. Very, very serious I mean it very, very serious. You need to take it very, very serious, please. Your mind also needs care. Constant stress and lack of stress does not create success. They create anxiety, burnout, and emotional exhaustion. Rest is not quitting. Rest is refueling. When you rest, you think better, feel better, and perform better. So that's the reason why we advocate for people to rest. Take rest break when you're at work. You take rest break. Sometimes I know you get carried away, like I do that as well. Most time, for me, sometimes I do that as well. I get carried away with my job. I want to finish all my tasks, do my notes, all those things before I go on my break. So by the time you realize you've done everything already, the time for the break is passed, or maybe it's near time for you to go home. I let it slide, but whereby somebody, if you upset me in the process, that is why I go back to remember that I've not had my break. That means sacrificing my breaks just to make sure the job is done. It's not being appreciated. Upon that, I'm being asked for more tax, which is not acceptable to me. So, very, very important. In modern societies, when you work certain number of hours, they give you break. They put that for a reason because they know that your health is important as well as the job. So that's why when you work certain hours, you need to take your break. I know a lot of us will forget sometimes to take our break because we are carried away with our work tasks and all that, but that should be a one-off. It shouldn't be a continuous practice. So please, your emotions needs attention as well as you. You are allowed to feel tired. You are allowed to admit that something is too much. So feelings are not weakness, they are signals, and ignoring these signals does not make you or make them disappear, it makes them louder. So when your body tells you signals like that tiredness, you're driving, you're sleeping, or you're being drowsy, you're very weak, that is signal. Your body is telling you that you need to rest. And if you're there ignoring that rest call, then I'm afraid you are just trying to cause more havoc to your system. So you really need to rest. When your body gives you signal, it's not sign of tiredness, it's not sign of weakness. It's a sign that you need to slow down. You need to go back and review your system and possibly get some good rest. Please, very, very important. You need rest. In everything you do in this life, you need rest. You need to prioritize your health. Please. And I've said it at the start of this video. Hi, Fossil. Thanks for joining. Hi, Jesse. Thanks for joining. So I said at the start of this video that for those that wants to work, and use money to go and build houses back home, or work, use money to go and pay, is it immigration subcharge, whatever, immigration, whatever they call it, or work, use money to go and build and drive the latest vehicle, or work, use money to go and pay school fees. All these things I've mentioned, they're important because you need them to move on with life. But then you can actually prioritize it. You can actually prioritize what you want to do first. You don't have to do all of them in a go. Because doing all of them in a go, we are telling your followers that you are started a live video. Okay, thank you. So prioritize your health is very, very important, guys. So today is going to be a very short section because I've got my videos to make for next week and I need to edit some of my videos as well. And so it's going to be a very short live, but please, whatever you're doing, don't forget that your life is paramount. Your safety is paramount. Your health is priority. Please, very, very important. So I'll give an example. Health is not something that you handle after success. No. Health is a foundation that makes success possible. Because like I'll say it again, health is not something that you handle after success. Say, oh, when I built this mansion, when I bought this latest Lamborghini, when I've done this, when I've done that, when I'm back on my holiday, I'll look after my health. No, health is not something that you work on after you've succeeded. No. So the reason I said so because health is a foundation that makes success possible. So you must be healthy, you must be kept fit to be able to do all the things you want to do. So if you're not able to do all those things you want to do, then unfortunately you can't be successful. So without it, productivity becomes suffering and ambition turns into survival. And that's the reason why I keep saying that your body remembers everything. Every long shift, every missed meal, every night of poor sleep, your body keeps score. Even when you tell yourself you are fine, your body tells you you're not fine. When people tell you, oh, you look so tired, how are you feeling? You say, I'm fine. your system will tell you, no, you're not fine. So that's why you need health. You need to look after your health. You need to rest. I keep advocating for rest because I know what the impact of lack of rest can cause in human life. So that is why you need to look after your health. Very, very important. So for those that are joining us for the first time, this is Christian's Investment, where we talk about property investment, digital marketing, and the sustainability. I'll break it down. In property investment, we talk about buying and selling of buying cheap properties, renovating it and reselling it, and then short-term rentals and the cleaning of various companies and the properties. That's the property section. Then for the digital marketing section, we talk about digital marketing like the downloadable products, which you already know. We have our stand store and seller store where we do quite a lot of books and things. If you want to do one-to-one consultation, we run meta ads as well. If you want us to train your meta ads, we do all that, which you can use the skill to run your own meta ads and also to run meta ads for companies and get paid. So you don't need lots of followers to get paid. You can start creating your ebooks and start selling on your stand store. You don't need followers to do all those things. People will go there and buy. You can start making money as well, depending when you're waiting for monetization of your channels. Okay. So having said that, we also have the sustainability. In sustainability section, we talk about the energy bit, and from the energy section, we talk about various types of energy, the biogas energy, and the effect of all those in sustainable houses and on the planet as well. Then on the other bit, we'll talk about the healthy living, which involves various diagnoses and various health, how to keep fit, how to look after yourself to make sure you're not burnt out. So on that section, we bring to you live once a week, every Saturday. We talk about various health diagnoses and then talk you through what to do in situations like that, how to keep yourself fit and members of your family. So having said that, today life we are talking about self-awareness and prioritizing your health. Self-awareness and prioritizing your health. You prioritize your health in everything you do, because with or without those things you also dearly, if you're not there, those things will still move on. So why stressing yourself out when you know if you're not there, all those things you're worried about will still move on. So very, very important, one thing at a time, please. When your body tells you, gives you signal that you're tired, you're looking fatigued, you're dizzy, you don't have to drive, you just need to go home and rest. Good sleep. By the time you sleep and wake up, you'll be refreshed because you have so that's what we're talking about today. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Yet many people are expected to give endlessly without running on exertion. Over time, this leads to resentment, illness, and emotional numbness. Self-awareness is very, very important. Take your health very seriously. I'm not saying you shouldn't go home and build mansions. Go home and still build your mansions, but be sensible. Be sensible. So be sensible, honest to God. When I bought my first property overseas, somebody said to me, "Oh, why do you have to buy a property overseas?" The person didn't know what I was into, what my plans were, that I had the mind of going into property investment. So when I got my first mortgage, and she's this particular friend of mine said a lot of things, but you know what? I didn't really bother. But the same person that is today struggling to acquire his. So why looking down on somebody that has a plan, a future, a goal, aim in life? So everybody's aim is different. So you see them, some people they'll leave the location where they're living, carry the entire saving, go and build them back home. This is a property that they don't even stay. They go there maybe once a year. So it's good, I know. But then you look at it, profit wise, if you want to rent those properties out that you've built back home, I'm not discouraging anybody to build houses back home. I have so many houses back home. I've seen so many houses back home. So I'm not discouraging people. If you've got the resources, go ahead and do it. But then what I'm trying to say is, you build a mansion and lock it up. Nobody's staying in it, and rather investing that money in your current location that will multiply you multiple wells. How is it go when you're doing your market search as well? We talk you through the process, how the types of brokers to use. We guide you through the process as well. Whether you're a first-time buyer, we give you the guide and what are the criteria criteria of being a first-time buyer. We get you through the process as well, so you don't make mistakes. So if you're interested, go to our stand store. There are some free books there that you can actually go and read. It gives you the step-by-step guide on how to go into real estate. So going to real estate, like I said, it's just very straightforward. All you need to do is to be determined that this is what you're going to do, and then you take it from there, one step at a time. Like I said, you need rest in everything you do in life. So that's why I just said burnout does not mean you are failing. It means your body and minds are asking for a change in peace, a change in pace. You need space. You need space to go and rest. You need time. So it means something needs to be adjusted. Your workload, your hours, your expectations, or your boundaries. So that is why it's very, very important when you're feeling that way, take a break. Wherever you are, how busy the work schedule might be, just take a break. But always communicate. Don't just keep quiet. You're not communicating. You're taking a break. Nobody knows where you are. People might think you're Skype. No, you need to speak to someone, at least higher up, to say, please, this is where I'm feeling. I need to take like half an hour off my work and just go and cool off my head. It's allowed. So you need to speak out. If you don't speak out, nobody will know. So that is the reason why you need to look after your health. Very, very important. Mental health is just as important as physical health. So asking for help, taking breaks, and setting limits are not signs of weakness. They are acts of self-respect. So at some point, you must decide that your health is not negotiable. That rest is essential. That working fewer hours, taking breaks, and prioritizing recovery are not optional extra but necessary choices for a sustainable lifestyle. So if you want to have a sustainable lifestyle, like I said, you need to make sure that working fewer hours will make sense. Walls are not walls, they are protections. They are protections. They are setting limits and work boundaries. So you are this person out there working very, very stressful. But then if it's something you can do, you do. If it's something you need extra help, tell people you need extra help. Don't just go and kill yourself in trying to do everything, and at the end of the day you get exhausted and you're not happy. You just become numb. All of a sudden you're not talking to anybody at work because you're exhausted. So that is why you really need to understand that rest is really, really important. When you're feeling that way, you need to speak to someone and make sure you get help that you deserve. So having said that, I want you to understand is one day your body will ask you a question. It will ask, did you prioritize me or did you sacrifice me? So is either two or you sacrifice my health because I feel my health you want to problems, then you have nobody to blame because you have literally sacrificed your health in the sense that you have decided to do all manner of jobs, work 7 days a week, round the clock, no rest, no good food, just because you needed some group of people to sing your praises at work or at your school or at your uni or anything you do for a living. That is not competition. It's just about you being sensible and you being able to create impact for people outside and for yourself. Looking after yourself is not weakness, it's wisdom. So you need to understand that fact and take it seriously. There's no true life in this world. So the only life you've got, you need to protect it. If you don't protect it, so that is the reason why this life is very important, and we try as much as we can to break it down. We're only 30 minutes, we still got like about 30 minutes before we come to an end. So now let us answer. Let your answer be one of this you. Did you prioritize me or did you sacrifice me? Let your answer be one of compassion. Choose self-awareness so you can listen before it's too late. Choose to prioritize your health. For me, I chose to prioritize my health. The reason being that I will rest well and reduce long working hours before my life is because my life is bigger than the workload. So having said that, the choice is yours as well. What you want to do. Hi, thanks for joining, Paul. I appreciate you. So for those that joined us just now, we are talking about self-awareness, and we're talking about self-awareness and prioritizing your health. Okay, so I think it's self-explanatory. Hi. So we're talking about those are asking. We're talking about self-awareness and prioritizing your health. For those that are asking, that's the topic for today. So we're just encouraging everybody to prioritize their health. Very, very important. Make sure you get very good sleep. You cannot you are not replaceable. That's one thing you need to understand. Hi, Kara. Thanks for joining. So you are not replaceable. Your health is irreplaceable. Your health is irreplaceable. If anything happens to you, you are irreplaceable. Please, you are not straight, and the world does not need a burnout version of you barely surviving. So the world will move on with or without you. The world will move on, and that's the reason why you need to understand that it needs a healthy version of you, rested, aware, and whole. That's what the world needs. Every work environment needs a healthy human being. They don't need somebody that is exhausted coming to work looking tired or sleepy. No, they want somebody that is agile, bold, someone that is strong, fit, medically fit, and able to create impact at work. Not somebody that is so looking after your health is a priority. If there's nothing you learn from this topic for today, I want you to learn one thing: to prioritize your health. Okay, we'll just take 2 minutes, 5 minutes break, and we'll come back and go live for 30 minutes daily for today. So we'll just take 5 minutes break, guys. We just we'll talk about break now, rest break. So we'll just add 40 minutes on our live. So we'll go for 5 minutes break, and we'll come back and continue for the other half. Okay, thank you. If you're out, you can grab a coffee or cup of tea for yourself. We have 3 minutes. So for the next session, we're going to be talking about mental health. Hello, Rogers watching. So I'm just responding to messages. We've got 2 minutes left, guys, and we will continue with our live. I'm just reading messages, guys. Hi, Rogers. Hi, Francis Lucky. Nice to meet you. I hope you all had a good Christmas and New Year, guys. For 2 minutes, and I'll be back in a minute. Let me grab a drink. Hello, guys. I'm back again. Welcome back to my life. So, welcome back, everybody. For those that are still waiting, thank you for waiting about mental health. Okay. So, the first that now what is mental health? The comment section here. Sorry, your life as that's Instagram. Yeah. So mental health awareness is for everybody. If you're out there, you're a living being, then you need to take your mental health serious. When I mean serious, it's about learning how to live well, even in demanding world. It's about how you think, you feel, and how you treat yourself. First, I'm very quiet. I just mind my business. I don't say a word. I don't wait on trade to a point that you just want to finish this and just go home. So try to make sure your mental health starts standing this simple truth. You are human, not a machine. Understand the fact that you're not a robot. You are a human being. So blood flows in your vein. Invariably, you need time to rest. So looking after your mental health, you need to understand the fact that you're not a robot, you're not a machine, you're a human being. You need to make sure you were never designed to function without rest, function, support, or care without rest. You need to rest. I keep getting kicked out from Instagram. I don't know why, but it's okay. So after you are not willing to notice, so awareness means you are understanding what is going on. Every health is for people. Hi, Bello. Thanks for joining my live. Mental health awareness, everybody needs to look into, and then make sure you try as much as problems because they can. I know people is rest. You read your not minimizing them, not judging them. Look, your mind. You So that we are back to life again for over an hour. So I had to do verification. So now, having said that, guys, the thing there is, so I don't know what I've done here. We did about us. We did about us. Stars have to show how ignoring days is not helping us at all. Emotions are not a problem, and resting properly. Yes, rest is not. I mean, this is patient, especially everybody needs sleep. So that's why I said when you prioritizing sleep is be wrapping up very soon. Just minutes and seconds, and those are general now. So you take them seriously, and then do not ignore sign. Make room for activities that enjoy calm and joy. Joy is not optional, it's fuel. Sleep, it restores you by the time you get up or you're done with doing all these things. So very activities, like I said. So professional support is another important part of mental health. That is able to speak out. Don't think don't think you're lazy. That takes courage and wisdom to be able to speak out, speak to someone else regarding your mental health. So how you feel is really, really important, because nobody else will tell you how you feel except you. You know how you feel, and that is why when you're exhausted, you need to give it up by going to sleep, going to rest. Very, very important. Very, very, very important if you're feeling that way. One of the biggest shifts you can make for your mental health is letting go of perfection. Please, letting go of perfection, like I said at the start of the video, with the self-awareness, everything in one go. So very, very important. You do not need healing is not linear. Some days will be harder than others. So progress looks like awareness, not perfection. So be patient with yourself, guys. So be patient with yourself, please. Healing takes time, lifelong practice, not a one-time decision. So looking after your mental health or your self-awareness and your health is something that you have to take for a long time. You keep doing it for a long time. You keep doing it for a long time. So having said that, you need to make sure that it's something that you incorporate it in your daily activities. Telling you're resting, you're on your mobile phone, going from one social media platform to another. No, you're still working on your mobile phone. So you put your phone away, put the to look after your health. When I finish this live video, I will need to do like six videos. Then I do my editing. Then I will go and sleep. So tell yourself, this is what I want to do. When I do this, I do that. I want to go and sleep. You don't have to be perfect in everything. You don't have to do everything in one go. So looking after your health is very, very, very important. Like the life. Oh, thank you. That has helped us to be able to create more content, someone out there to talk about, to remind you of what to do regarding certain symptoms you're feeling within you. Not every symptoms that please be patient with yourself. Healing takes time, growth takes health is a long practice, not a one-time decision. So at the end of today's section, I want you to take home one thing, and that one thing I want you to take home is your mind will ask you the same question your body asks you. Let your answer be one that you choose to help. I chose to slow down when I was stressed. I chose to slow down when I was tired. And that is why you need mobility. I hope this life did make sense. And then even if you don't achieve anything in this life, at least achieve something. If your body is telling you I'm tired, I'm weak, you need to renew that decision. So, having said that, you need to look after your health. Very, very important. When I mean very, very important, it is very, very important. You need to look after your health. Very, very important. Please. So, if you have not gained anything, you gain what I call looking after self awareness, prioritize your health, and look after your mental health. And how do you achieve all these three? Listen to your for those joining us online. Thank you so much for joining. Subscribe, try as much as to share. live, and this is 1 hour 15 minutes. That's the end of the live, and I want to say a very